How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today we're gonna go over some interesting card leak news, and we're actually gonna be multitasking. While we're talking about the new cards, I am also gonna go ahead and pull. I'm gonna pull from Crimson Kingdom just because I want to. I have saved up some gems, and I really think might as well pull a few more packs. Probably go for like 20 packs or so. But while we are pulling those packs, we are going to be talking about some new cards that were, I guess you can say, leaked. Just some new information that was leaked. There are some new cards in the game data that were data mined, meaning this could mean something along the lines of, like, we don't know if they're going to be playable 100%, but they are going to be in the game. So it could be something like maybe they're going to be in the next pack. Probably not, though. Most likely some legendary duelist is going to come by and he's going to have these cards, because there are quite a few cards in this new list. Alright, so let's go ahead and start pulling. It's going to be a little bit hard to multitask, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll try my best. I'll go over the more interesting ones first, and then I'll go over some of the other ones that are kind of cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay? Alright, we got that single Karibo. Nothing too great. And let's start pulling. Alright, so Bloodsucker, Anti-Spell, Sis Hunters. Hunters are actually pretty cool. I actually have, I'm trying to save those up because I want to make a Hunter deck. And let's go ahead and start getting into the news for some of the new cards that were data mined. So some of you might be pretty excited about what is in the data mine. For one, I'm going to go ahead and start off with let's go ahead and start with the rares first, because there is a rare in here that gets me really hyped. Alright, but I don't want to start with that one first. We're going to start off, we got some rares in here, speaking of rares, like Magician's Valkyria, some more of that spellcaster support. I don't know, that kind of shows that maybe we're going to get somebody who's a spellcaster. We're getting a lot of interesting cards like Magician's Defense, more spellcaster support. Cards like Dragon Manipulator. I think that's a card that flip effect lets you steal a dragon. Draining Shield, which makes Enchanted Javelin like garbage because it actually negates the attack and heals your life points. You're seeing cards like Tornado Wall. So that's like upgrade support for Umi. Triple Karibo, no shine. Oh well. We got a few cards. I don't want to go over all of them. We got Mask of Darkness. I don't think that one's in the game. I could have sworn it was, but apparently it's not. Mask of Darkness, which, I don't know, it lets you add a trap, I believe, from your grave or from your deck. I'm not 100% sure, but I am putting up the pictures so you guys can read them yourselves. Some new Dino stuff, Tyranno Infinity, and the one card that for whatever reason is a rare that I'm just excited to see. Light Pulsar Dragon, the card that I have on my YouTube banner. Light Pulsar Dragon, one of my favorite cards in the game, for whatever reason is labeled as a rare. I don't believe it's a rare. It's kind of weird, because it's way better than Dark Flare. Way better than Dark Flare. And Dark Flare's a UR. Speaking of Dark Flare, I still can't get it. It's too hard to pull. Freaking Mokuba does not drop it. And so those are more or less the rares. I guess the interesting ones that I find interesting. Let's go over the SRs. Only 2 of the SRs were kind of leaked. Let's see. Disenchanter, pretty good. Oop, got a Winking Karibo though. I don't know if that means we're going to be getting anything special though. Oh yes, we might be getting a UR. Alright, but let's go ahead and see if we get a face. Oh, we're getting a BAM. Alright, so yeah, that is going to be a UR. So counter cleaner. Let's check what we got and then I'll go over the new cards. So let's see. We got Gozuki. Very good zombie support. It's actually pretty good. So awesome, we got that Gozuki. Can probably start making a zombie deck soon. Now that we did get that Gozuki, let's go ahead and talk about the SRs. They're only showing 2 SRs and 3 URs technically, but we're gonna go over them. First SR on the list, we're seeing Curry Bandit. I don't know if they're gonna make like a legit Chaos build, because that's what more or less what Curry Bandit does. Lets you mill 5 cards from your deck, and any I think it's a spell. Only a spell that you send lets you add it to your hand, which is pretty awesome. But it's only one of them. Alright, let's keep searching. And aside from the Curry Bandit, We are also looking at the other SR is going to be, and by the way, speaking of SR, no, oh damn it. Alright, speaking of SR, the other SR is going to be Mosaic Manticore, which I'm going to go ahead and read the effect because I don't think I've ever seen this card. It's effect during the standby phase of your next turn after you tribute summon this face-up card on the field. Special summon from the graveyard as many monsters as possible that were used for its tribute summon. They cannot declare an attack and their effects are negated. So that could be pretty cool, not just in any beast deck, but it could just bring back stuff that you tribute. So I think that's pretty awesome. It's a really good card, and it's apparently an SR, which I don't know if it's going to be added to the game like as a card you can play as, or you could actually use. Let's see what we got with this hieroglyphics over here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the SRs. There are still some URs that I actually did want to go over because URs look pretty promising. So we have Frost and Flame Dragon. Now this card kind of reminds me of Desert Twister because of his effect. It's a dragon, water technically, even though it's got some fire in there. Got that Paw Hunter though. But yeah, it's got the water and fire gimmick. But it cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 fire and 2 water monsters from your graveyard. Very similar to Desert Twister, the whole earth and wind thing. And cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, target 1 monster on the field, destroy that target. So as you can see, it's very similar to Desert Twister. They got that Sasuke Samurai. But yeah, another card like Desert Twister, I mean, Desert Twister's had a big impact on the game. Seeing a Frost and Flame Dragon added might make the water support, maybe water and fire decks a lot better. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna get it. I mean, we might be, because it's one of those kind of cool cards. And you guys know how it works. Sometimes they give characters cards, like they gave what's his face, Kaiba, freaking Battle Ox and all this stuff, and then later on we get it. So I don't know. I mean, if it's being added to the game, it's added for some reason. So keep pulling, get all the garbage out of the way. But yeah, this Frost and Flame Dragon looks pretty interesting. It's a 6-star, pretty much the same as Desert Twister, except it's a fire water, and it can destroy 1 monster on the field. So I think Desert Twister destroys back row. This one destroys monsters. So I mean, that's gonna create a whole new type of deck. Hey, we got that Buster Blader. But yeah, that was the first of the URs. The other ones are, we are also getting, oh look, we can look at our list. We're also getting something pretty interesting. The next 2 cards are actually pretty interesting. We got the second UR is going to be 5-headed dragon, the most like ultimate of fusion with dragons. You fuse 5 freaking dragons together and they make this 5,000 attack monster. It's like a 12-star like 5,000 attack dragon. It's insane. I don't know who is going to run this card if it is being added with like another duelist, but it's apparently in the data mine, so you never know. But last of all, for the new UR cards that were added, the last one is Dark Magician of Chaos. That's pretty crazy. It's kind of like the Black Magician of Chaos, but the, I guess, special version where it's not a ritual. So it looks really interesting. They are most likely going to have the eroded version because the effect was changed officially. I think before, let me actually read the card. I know they might be showing the newer effect, but I think one of them you actually have to wait a turn. Let me see. During the end phase of this card was normal summon or special summon. Normal or special summon this turn. Damn, I can't read. You can target 1 spell card in your graveyard added to your hand. Okay, so it is eroded because it adds it during the end phase. I think the normal one, if when it's normal or special, you could just add it instantly, which is pretty powerful. But this one's the eroded, so you get it during the end phase only, so you can't abuse it. It's one of those magicians that's really interesting. It's really powerful. 2,800 beater, 2,600 defense. It's gonna be 2 tributes, but I don't know if we can make some kind of use with it. Maybe make a one tribute 3-star demotion type of deck. I don't know how it's gonna work, but it's definitely a pretty cool card. Alright, and like I said, these cards, they're not guaranteed to be like in a pack or anything, because I am looking at an older list of cards that were, I guess, leaked. You can say that some of the other previously leaked cards, let me go ahead and just pull another one while we're talking. While some of the other ones, we got pre-preparation of rights, which is in Mokuba's deck. We got, let me see, Snipe Hunter, which is another one of those weird cards that can pretty much wreck your opponent, that I don't think we've ever seen yet. We got, what, Fiendish Rhino Warrior, who I know works really well with like Fiends and level 3s and stuff. I know they would run it in Burning Abyss. They did add those cards. Some of them get added, some of them just kind of stay in the data. So by me saying this, it's not 100% guarantee they're going to be added. Magical Marionette is actually a really good card. Triple Karibo, nothing special? No? Screw you. Alright, I mean, because just for example, some of the older cards that are on this list are cards like DD Warrior, Dunamis Dark Witch. As you can see, DD Warrior was in Kaiba's deck. Dunamis Dark Witch we did get to pull. So I mean, it comes and goes. Other cards on here like Jinzo, Infection Fairy Lily. We never saw these cards, but hey man, if they added Jinzo a long time ago, hopefully we might be seeing a possible character added, maybe Esperoba. Oh, I'm getting an SR. So that's interesting. Hey, I got another Black Tyranno. I think it's my second or third. Oh, we got another Freed! Hell yeah! I'm gonna make a deck for this guy. But that's pretty awesome. But other cards they have added that I think they've added it to the game data, but they never actually threw into the game, were cards that were pretty damn broken, man. They have like Harpy's Feather Duster, Snatch Steel. I mean, those cards are pretty strong. Crush Card Virus. I mean, I know it's not like the anime version, but it's still pretty strong. They do have Dark Magician of Chaos on this other list as well, meaning it was kind of listed from a long time ago. You got Crusader of Endymion, now that we did get the Endymion support. And these are all URs, I believe, yes. Another UR that was added a while back, we got Elemental Hero Bubbleman. If we're seeing a leak of Elemental Heroes on here, I think that's further strengthening the point that I have, where I think in the future they're possibly going to be adding the other Yu-Gi-Oh generations, I guess, like GX, 5Ds. They're going to be adding all these because of the way you see it when we have a character, I guess, invade or whatever. When we have like Toon World, freaking Pegasus, or Bakura with his Destiny board, which is actually coming up. We are getting Destiny board Bakura sometime soon, and yeah, when they show up, you get to actually switch gates, and it shows like the classic Yu-Gi-Oh symbol. I think they are going to be, hey, another Black Tyranno, but I think they are going to be adding Yu-Gi-Oh GX and stuff, and you're going to be seeing those characters spawn around. I don't know how many are going to be playable, but I think that's going to be a huge possibility, since they are adding those kind of cards. We have like Neospatian Grand Mole. Grand Mole's going to be crazy if it's added to this game, because it just bounces anything back. They've also added some SR cards, for example. They added Delg, which we did end up getting in the card trader. So these can also be card trader cards, guys. It doesn't mean they might be in a pack. Swift Guy the Fierce Knight ended up being a Yugi level up card, which, hey, I mean, it turned out to be a really strong card in the game. Harpy Lady 1, another Mai level up card. And we got Monster Reincarnation, that one was added. Ocean Dragon Lord Neo Daedalus, which was never added. We just got normal Daedalus. Levia Dragon Daedalus or whatever. Another weird one, Wing Karibo level 10, meaning I don't know if they were gonna add the whole Karibo leveling thing, but that would have been pretty crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, they are gonna be adding, or at least in the metadata of the game, I guess you can say, it's just kind of built-in data. They added these cards with an update, probably the previous update, not the very last one, because I think we did get one yesterday, and it was, I guess, I don't know anything about the most previous update, because they still have to mine it and have to check to see what was added. But from what I can see, they are showing the possibility of getting a lot of cool new cards. Also, aside from that, we do have another bit of news. It's not really like card related or anything. It's just the fact that they've added a new animation that is confirmed, and it's going to be another Kaiba animation. You know how Kaiba had the Vampire Lord animation? He actually has one more, and it's going to be the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon animation, which is pretty awesome. And I don't know if that means we're going to be seeing a way to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon easier. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the news of all the card leaks that were going to be coming out. I wanted to try out something different, maybe try it during like a card pack pull to see if I could multitask. I don't know. I don't know how good that kind of balance was, since I had to switch back and forth. I wanted to just go over that news, just to kind of let you guys know what was added. Kind of look forward to that possibly being added, maybe as a level up reward, maybe a card trader card, maybe in some other character's deck that we're never going to get to touch, but they are going to be in the game possibly. So that was pretty much it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.